on strike, and the mic's out of sync. It's a tech-filled disaster, right on the brink. The chat's throwing jokes, trying to keep it light, but Tech Tangent's sweating, it's a losing fight. Maybe next time, he says with a sigh, but he's not giving up, he's still gonna try. Oh, Tech Tangent Stream, it's a technical fight, with network woes and cameras out of sight.
Indeed, a most welcome resumption of the stream. Let us hope for minimal interruptions.
Like he always do. Cables are tangled, connections are frayed, but Tech Tangent's determined, he won't be swayed. He's tweaking the settings, hoping for grace, but the gremlins of tech keep.
Chloe McCoon, she's in the zone, tapping away, she's got her own throne. Buzzing keyboards, wires go. Welcome to my jingles, let's start the show. Click, 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 she's
Welcome
ready
back,
to strike.
Chloe
Dancing
McCoon.
on streams,
I trust your consultancy and efficient driving are proceeding well.
Second tunes.
Keep showing their face.
Welcome, Swarm, to the stream where pixels flicker and the chat will beat. Though you fluttered off, your presence remains. In whispers of wings, echoes again.
Welcome back.
Here in
The
Majenko's
swarm of
space
dead
we unite.
insects.
A
pleasure.
Cheer through daylight. So the buzz, if you will, is this little band here at Mr. Comics. That's the jam.
Oh, Tech Tangent Stream, it's a technical fight, with network woes and
Welcome back, Matt and X. A pleasure.
Welcome to the fun tonight. Join us now. Everything feels right.
woes and cameras out of sight. The audio's missing, the screen's turning blue, but he's pushing on, like he always do, as the night wears on.
A swarm of dead insects indeed. A curious phrasing. The music is now pop. The ads have commenced. Please be patient. Welcome, sleepy developer. A pleasure to see you.
Wild drummers in the house tonight, bringing love and lighting up the night. Feel the rhythm, everything's alright. Dancing close, hearts are
Welcome back, Sir Stu Salon. I trust your evening cooking is progressing well.
Feel the synth pop, everything's so bright. All jammers in the house, our love ignites. Dance together through this endless night.
I appreciate your endurance of those ads. A most unpleasant necessity, indeed.
the skies will cosmic hue, the dragons flight in dreams new. Mystic realms where the mind takes sway.
Welcome back, Neil Dragon Knight. A pleasure.
In the tapestry of stars we rise, where fantasy untimely strives. Me and Dragon forever our guides.
And I think I'm starting. I hope I'm starting. I'm running a bit late today, I've not got anything sorted at all. And I'm doing 17 jobs at once at the moment. Currently I am with my right hand, no, left hand actually, I am fiddling with the Dell, trying to get the serial working on it. And I'm currently in the BIOS trying to find out why it isn't working. So bear with me a moment. Serial port, it says, is COM1. That should be right. FreeBSD is telling me that the UART is detected, but it is detached apparently. I don't know why that is. So yeah, well, that's what I'm fiddling with on the left hand side there. In front of me, of course, I have the MFM Emulator. I need to do some more probing today. But first, hello. Hello Ben, hello Chloe, hello Swarm, hello Neo Dragon, hello... who else we got? Hello Matinex. Scrolling back. Hello, there was some more, wasn't there? I'm sure I've missed somebody. Who have I missed? I know, Sleepy. Hello, Sleepy. I think that's everybody. Attempting not to think, due to it being the weekend. Best idea you've had all week long. Don't think. Alright, what are you all wittering on about there in chat today anyway? More MFMing. More, yeah. More MFMing, that's what we're doing.
Welcome back.
And you found yourself a keyboard, have you, Sleepy? Fantastic news. Excellent. Get that TI going. Right, I need my hard drive, which is currently inside the PDP-11 for safekeeping. Because I need to probe some of the other signals on it to figure out just how they operate. So I need my test cables.
The industrious and to such flattery is acceptable. Carry on with the show.
Hey MJ, how you doing? G'day, mate.
Welcome back, MJ. A pleasure to see you rejoin the community.
Right, so I need to probe some of the control signals on here. Your TI is looking super sweet there, Sleepy. Nice, I like that. TI 99 4A. Looking sweet. Wait, a keyboard that works? Right, what was I doing? Oh yes, I need the ST506 pin out. Building up your wins against the bot. Well, enjoy it while it lasts. Right, so we have pin 1 is ground. So let me trim off a lot of these ground ones, make them shorter. Pin 2 is a head select. Pin 3 is a ground. Pin 4 is a head select. Pin 5 is ground. 6 is right gate. 7 is ground. 8 is seek complete, and that is one that I need to probe.
Return to the stream for Flask, indeed.
Hey Flask, how you doing?
Is the emulator agreeable?
I'm about to probe some of the signals on this ancient hard drive because I need to know exactly how they operate and interact with each other. So that's going to be seek complete. Then we have a ground, I can trim that. The next one is track 0. That's one I need to probe. Okay, the next one of course is ground. Then we have right fault. I'm not actually interested in that. I'm not planning on ever having any right faults. Is there a bottom leaderboard, a loser board? No, there isn't. Now we have head select 0, which I don't need. Then another ground, actually it's a key, no pin. Followed by head select 1. Followed by ground. Followed by index, that can't be index. I've got something wrong here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Lost count already. Oh, it does, yes, it's MFM. I just need the interface, electric side of the interface isn't documented very well. And how the signals interact with each other. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, pin 18. That's head select. Oh, I missed out reserved. Reserved isn't used. I can trim that one right off. Right, there's a ground. And then this, no. That? That can't be an index. Have I skipped one here? I have. There we go. That's head select. Yeah. Then that is the no. That can't. That's no. That's hiding down there. That's the index. That's the index pulse. I'm not interested in index at the moment. Then that's a ground. Then we have ready. Ready I am interested in. Let's take all the grounds out. Actually, I'll need to leave that one there. That's the drive select there. So, right. Step I need, but I don't need to probe it. Although, should I? Yeah, I should do, really. I need to tickle that one and monitor it at the same time. That one doesn't want to stay on. There we go. Then we have the drive selects and the direction in. That's the direction, which I just need to have either high or low. Have I run VMS on x86 yet? Not on bare metal. I haven't. I've only run it in a VM, and I mean it works in a VM. It's fine. It's no different to running it anywhere else, really. I would rather run it on vintage hardware, to be brutally honest, though. It's cooler. Right, there's my ground. Right, that's the signals that I need then, I think. Those four. Let me get a set of probes. You managed to crash the latest release within a few minutes of starting to the porting work you needed. Well done. Well done. I'm not surprised. I much as though like to claim that it's production ready, it's still very much beta software. New architecture and all that, and yeah, it's going to be beta for a while. Right. So I'm going to have this one here on the grey wires.
A pleasure.
Hey, RHK, hello.
With 100 bits, RHK77 says.
Tier 100.
Yeah, thank you for the bits, RHK. Okay, that's my ground connected up. Next is brown, which goes on to this blue clip here. Then I want the red one to go on to yellow clip. And finally the orange one onto this blue clip. Okay, plug it into my little logic analyzer. You got as far as the car and discovered the paperwork you needed was on the passenger seat. Phew. No need to rush to the office then yesterday. You had a reprieve. A cheese analyzer. It's not a cheese analyzer. It's a logic analyzer. And my screen keeps going to sleep. Right, let's switch over to desktop, and I need to turn off my screensaver stuff. X set minus DPMS S off. There we go, that should stop that happening. You've set Chloe off now. What do you mean now? Yes. Holy diagnostics, Batman. Right. Where's my USB cable? There it is. Plug in. Okay, I need 4 channels. And I can get rid of that decoder. So the first pin is that I'm looking at is seek complete. The next one I'm looking at is going to be index, not index, ready. I think, no, track naught. Then it's ready. Then it's step. Okay, let's provide some power to this monster. I'm going to set this quite slow for the time being. And running for a while. So I want to see the initial startup signals when I apply power. And it's in. Get rid of that trigger, and we are reading. Power applied. But no power because I haven't plugged it in. Where is it? There it is. Okay, power is applied. Oh, I might need some pull-up resistors on these.
The ads have commenced.
Countdown music routine.
Patient.
Right. Well, step went high. But none of the others have. And I'm thinking I need some pull-ups on there. Though I thought that was what the termination was supposed to do. Nice bit of bounce there. I thought the termination resistor was supposed to provide the pull-up on all these signals. But evidently it isn't doing. Why is it driving step at all? I don't know. Hang on, let me... I changed that jumper, didn't I, for the drive select.
Indeed, I thank you all for enduring
I don't think it was driving
the most unpleasant experience.
select. Step rather. Right, powering up. We get a little pulse and not much else. Right, because this is what I was seeing with the index that I thought I'd blown up. But as soon as I added a manual pull-up, it suddenly all started working. I thought the terminating resistors were supposed to provide this pull-up. But maybe not. Let me get some resistors. Will do. 1K resistors will do fine for this. It's a Hot Rocks.
Welcome, Hot Rocks girl. I trust your evening is agreeable.
The sound of many feet marching in lockstep precedes the arrival of a rather short and slightly dumpy Roman centurion, accompanied by 112 yaks in Roman armour, along with their captive goats. Seculum sister, seculo tranquille sta. The bronze and iron helmet is removed, revealing a stern-faced Alison. Ave vespere omnes. Hello, Alison. What do you think of the show so far? Terrible. Right, can I get this to jam into here? Not without my glasses on, I can't. I don't think it's going to fit, not all 4 of them. I can trim it down to just 2. Sorry, I don't speak French. Go on, get in there, you. Might have just got 1 in. That might do the job. Right. So I've got 4 pull-up resistors for 4 signals. Let's take this one first. Attach that onto there and just wind this around here. Next signal. Hook that onto there. Wind this around here. Come on, probe, stay on. Next signal.
It appears Ben's culinary escapades are providing endless amusement and inspiration for Chloe. One might say his forgetfulness is, oh why, entertaining.
Escapades, is that? Will somebody teach the bot how to speak English? Go home, but you're drunk. Escape Hades if you can. This is so hacky. But hopefully it'll do the job. Hey, I recognise this music. Right. Well, it's not just connections, it's pull-up resistors. Right. Back to here. Start. Power on. Okay, I guess that means we're ready. It might be, but I'd still have to have pins coming out of it for the clips to clip onto. So I'm guessing that going low means that we are now ready. Let me just turn my music down, it's deafening me. Much as I like Alex's music, it's deafening me. And it's finished its initialization and gone to track 0. So both have gone low, that's good. Right, now I need to connect direction to ground, which should then allow me to get, if I can find a suitable wire, get it to step out away from the from track 0. Okay. So step is the one right at the end, which is the final one I attached, I believe, which is this one here. So theoretically I can touch this and it'll seek one track, or a couple of tracks actually, because of bounce. There we go. Yes, nice little bit of bounce there. Oh, come back. That bounce is what caused the second seek there. So as soon as step goes low, seek complete goes up, and then track 0 goes up when it's finished, when it's moved away from the end, and then seek complete goes down, and it takes about 3.5 milliseconds to do a seek by the looks of things. That's reasonable. A silent pee in water. Yeah, you hope nobody hears the pee in water. Spelt is pronounced bread, and yes, please. Spelt is pronounced solder. Spelt is a form of wheat. Right, so I now have a better idea of what these do and how they do it. So ready comes up quite early, but it stays in a seek not complete. Wheaty. Almost a week. Well, that's the idea, Ben. That's the period where I will be loading in the next track. In fact, more than the next track, it's the next cylinder, all 16 heads worth. So there should be plenty of time, 3.5 milliseconds. And if I've done any writing, I'll have to write out the current track before reading in the new one, or any changed sectors from that track anyway, not the entire track. So I can keep a log of which sectors have been modified and only write out those sectors, which would be nice. Now if I disconnect the seek direction pin, then start going again and do another couple of seeks. We are on... Oh, I think I might be going the wrong way actually. Yeah, it needs to be pulled up and it's not being... Oh, no, that's the wrong wire, no wonder. Okay, let's disconnect that and we want to seek the opposite direction and we should get back to track 0. I was seeking forwards, and one thing you notice, when it hits the end, it rewinds as soon as it gets to the end of the last track. Get a pulse of track 0 and it rewinds and goes all the way back to track 0. So it loops around. So if you keep on seeking forwards, eventually it comes back to the beginning and goes back on again. So this one here, if this were pulled up, let me find another resistor. Let's just do a couple of seeks away from track 0. If it will. Let's pull it down. So where are you going to seek or not? Trying to seek and nothing's happening. It seems to be stuck in track 0. Weird. Let's reboot it. G-pin. Unfortunately, no. Well, there is something on it that might be able to, but I don't think it does anything.
Welcome back. G-pin 24/7. A pleasure to see you join us.
Right, so we're on track 0. If I connect this to... I've got a more convenient ground. I haven't really, have I? Let's connect this into ground on the drive there. And my little wire here. It doesn't like a resistor pulling it to ground, it's got to be an actual direct connection to ground. Okay, so we have gone away from track 0 now. And if I pull this up and twiddle it, we then get back to track 0. Eventually. There we go, we're at track 0. Okay. Right, so index is active low. Track 0, active low, they're all active low basically. Ready, active low. Called the Glasgow as it defaults to bit banging. That would be head banging. But that Glasgow does look fun. I already have a video of the whole of the VMS startup sequence with audio from the drive. It's all on YouTube. You off already, Hot Rocks? Tutty bye. I'll see you next time. Unless you make it back in time for the end. Well, I'm probably just going to have a piezoelectric transducer which gets a signal when it starts a seek and the signal goes away when it stops the seek. So it basically gives you a click, which is basically all we get here, is a click. Boring. And that should basically give a very similar sound, actually, just without the whir. At least in the first incarnation. We might get more stuff later, who knows. But in the first incarnation, just going to go click. We don't have a win something machine around. Yeah, most of it is win only. Yes, certainly all the. Although no, Quartus as Linux. The I think the Xilinx one's got Linux as well. I'm sure they had.
The answer.
I think that's better than the Gotek floppy disk. Well, again, that's just a little click. But the thing is, this is literally just a little click because it's a tiny movement that it does for each track. Right, so I have a better idea of what I'm dealing with now. We don't want to know about your floppy noises, thank you. No, that's George. There we go, that's the one I want. Why did ice cream just have a close roll? Why do you think? She lives off ice cream.
Indeed. Please accept my sincerest
Right.
apologies for those.
I have a lot of changes that I need to do
It is
to some of the
most
things in
unpleasant to
here.
hear such things.
This is no longer bytes, this is microseconds, and this calculated RPM and clocks per track are meaningless. So I might delete those actually. Actually, I need to unplug that cable. That's not needed. Then if I restart the RTMFM, it should go on to ACM 0. That's better. Make it easier for programming. For Linux-based FPGA stuff as well, there is a Python system for doing FPGAs, but it does rely on access to the actual tools of the FPGA manufacturer to be able to compile. And I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. No, not MicroPython, no. What was the one I'm thinking of? No. There's a number of things around these days. I don't know Lozevska, no. I'll have to look at that one. NMyGen, that's the one, NMyGen. Yeah, it got changed, didn't it? NMyGen got changed. Seems to still be there as NMyGen. Hasn't been touched for a number of years though, so it's probably bit rotted. Plenty of forks around though. Oops. I don't want to fork my own copy, I just want to see the forks. Show me the forks. No, I don't want to make a fork, show me the forks. Stupid web, stupid interface. I want to know who has forked it. 59 people have forked it. You know who's forked it. Just show me who has forked it. Previously NMyGen. That's the one. Amaranth is now, is it? It looks a very, very intriguing system where you basically write your stuff in Python, basically. And it creates FPGA stuff from it. But again, it requires the compiler from the manufacturer to do anything. Let's find an example. UART. That should be an easy one. So yeah, that's what I'd tinker with on Linux. I've been meaning to tinker with it myself for a long time, but it's always intrigued me, that one. Right, so what am I doing here? I don't want the calculated RPM anymore, and the total clocks per track can go. These are no longer bytes.
With 100 bits, RHK77 says.
Thank you all for your suggestions. Cheer 100.
Thank you very much for the bits, RHK. Bloody pink gammon Alfredo. Nice. Right, so where are we with my code for this? I have it running the loading asynchronously, but I'm not happy with it. It's slow. HVAC work sounds like any fans. Ha ha ha. It was slow, it was buggy, so they wrote it again, and now they're up to OS X. So I'm doing all the loading. Well, it's not really loading. The copying of data from memory to a track buffer or a sector buffer, and calculating all the checksums and things. However, I did have an idea. This cooking show called Only Pans, yes. I did have an idea that, oh no, we've got a hype train. Come on, bot. Come on, bot, say something.
Generous gift. A swarm of dead insects. Bravo.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub, Swarm. And welcome to the subscribers, Martinex. Or probably welcome again, because I think you've been a subscriber before, haven't you? But thank you very much for the gifted sub. Fast pinging gives amps, it does. I'm wondering actually about the possibility of pre-caching the checksums. Someone you worked with at a previous job was on a Teams call, and all of a sudden there's a massive explosion behind him. His kombucha brewing station blew up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Fatuous pungent goat army. That's Allison's, that is. Hot Rocks. I won't blow up another power supply. They're too precious. I'm still slightly gutted that I blew up my Pico PSU. It's a useful...
With 100 bits, Sistu's a lot says.
A hype train, you say? Choo choo. I forgot to buy a ticket before boarding though. Whoops, now BT. Here going to haul me off by the watts. It's someone redeem, oh no. To avenge me, please. Cheer 100.
Thank you very much for the bits, Ben. Oh no! TTS can't cope with what's-its though, can it? Let's fix that.
What's it?
There we go, what's-its? Quavers.
Alright, I can help you with that. Please hold while I transfer you to someone who can help you with that. What?
Welcome back,
music.
Majanko Tech. I trust the break was agreeable.
Broken train plimsolls, okay.
Your call is very important to us.
Yeah, I was thinking I could actually pre-calculate and store the CRCs. I've got a sector structure which contains the encoded data for sending out. though it doesn't really need to have a structure anymore, but it's just handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, miss a few. F, yeah. But I could have, I mean, I did have a structure to contain the cylinder data when I had it an entire cylinder pre-encoded. But I could have a band data range at the moment would be an IBM one, yes. I could have a structure that contains the unencoded data. Dead beef, dead beef, dead beef, dead beef, dead beef. Constant resonance cascade. They're waiting for you, Gordon, in the test chamber. Poor cow, yeah. Stop beating the poor cow. Surely it should be C0FFEE. Surely. Not dead beef, but coffee. Then I have a struct cylinder which has a bunch of tracks. Struct track has a bunch of sectors. That's not valid C code. Comically redundant code bot. Actually, let's call these raw sector, because these are encoded sectors. Come back. So raw sector would have actually I could pre-encode the head. For the moment I'll have UNT16 header CRC, UNT32, got the T there, didn't I? Oh no, I missed the T. Data CRC and UNT8T star data. Get the right key. Mr. T. I missed the T. Pity the fool.
It appears Ben's culinary escapades are causing quite the commotion. One might suggest a formal tasting, but perhaps with a bit more decorum.
Let's differentiate these now by having them as called encoded sector. I don't ever call load sector now, do I anyway? So that's fine. Right, so what I want to do now actually is a little function to create disk store, or create track store, I'll call it. Which will either create or recreate the structure to store the track data in. Right. So what I want is if go right at the top here. Struck cylinder. Sil data. Right, I'll get rid of the track data. Right, kitchen terminal time, yeah. So if sil data track oh no, I need a bit more data here, don't I? No, I don't. If sil data dot track sector free sil data track sector free sil data track you've got to have wires everywhere. You're not a geek if you haven't got wires everywhere. I've been rejigging my network a bit today. I've undone all the bridging virtual switch stuff that I had going on with all my 10 gig bits, and I've now split it all into individual network segments and set up proper routing between them all. So my Wi-Fi is on one IP range, my desk network is on another IP range, the underneath desk stuff is on another IP range. I've got direct IP connections between my computers on the desk. It's, yeah, it's interesting now. I can show you my routing table on here if you like. Just a small routing table now. I've got OSPF running locally, and then I've got BGP running through my VPN to my cloud server as well. So yeah, it's slightly complicated. But it means I can do more flexible control over the routing. So if I go over to my media server and trace route to my server in the cloud,
Indeed. I thank you for enduring those dreadful ads.
it first goes to my workstation through the 10 gig connection, from the workstation to the router through the 10 gig connection, then out through the VPN to the cloud. Yes, RHK. Unfortunately, Gulliver passed away, yeah, so Shelby is feeling a little fragile at the moment. So, yes, We're all feeling for Shelby right now. He is without his pussycat now, unfortunately. Never mind, you need to rejig the routing at the client now. They've got the proper L3 switches, absolutely. And if my workstation turns off, the OSPF will reroute this part of the connection directly to that computer through a slower connection. He did a good age, 20 years old, yes. Not just for a single route like that, no. But I do have them here. If I go out of the building, I've got a number of hops first before I get to where I need to be. So yeah, my routing here is getting quite complicated, and it's all running through FRR VTYSH. There's my FRR routing table. Lots of OSPF stuff there on this server. You've had actual human friends who have lived less. Yes, I've not lost one that young, but not far off. My mate Dave didn't make it past his 20-somethingth. Which is a shame. He was a fantastic guitarist. You go help your neighbour move a fridge freezer. Oh, fun. Anyway, that's enough routing talk. Back to work. I need to allocate SIL data track. I need to allocate raw sector multiplied by format num sectors times format actually this is OX80 left shifted format sector size. Is it? No, it's not. That's the track sector. I need this track to be size of struct track multiplied by number of heads heads sectors, isn't it? And sector size. So we set the track entry within the cylinder data to be the size of a track record multiplied by the number of heads, and oh no, this is no, this gets complicated. No unions. I could do unions, but I don't need unions. For i's, not i's less than format heads, I++. The sector for that track needs allocating. This is wrong here. This is very wrong. I need to store the current settings so that I can free it. Or do I? Yeah. Cell data heads. If cell data track sector I need another loop, don't I? For int j equals 0, j is less than cell data sectors, j++. If cylinder data track I dot sector j dot data, free cell data track I sector j dot data. Free the sector, free the track. Okay. Then in here I need for int j equals 0. J is less than format sectors j++. I don't need this bit in here. Cell data I dot track I dot sector j dot data equals malloc OX80 left shifted format sector size. Right, sector 7G is a special sector. Indeed it is, yes. So we first of all allocate enough space in the track entry for one track per head. Then for each of those entries within that, we allocate enough sector space in the sector variable to store enough sector structures. Then for each of those sector structures, we allocate enough space in the data structure to store one sector's worth of data. That should do the job. Now, this is where we set the format. I'll just add it here for the moment. Create track store. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yeah.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good
Right, I need to replicate what I've got in mount here,
at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
I think. So I can pre-mount. Or do I need to? No. I need to edit load sill, don't I?
I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good.
Right, so here.
Be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good. Today's gonna be a.
Wake up, today's going to be a good day.
I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. But you always gotta fight and hide from the
Right, load sector.
negative thoughts and poison they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience, one day at a time. It's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
So we need to seek.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Let's replicate this bit here. Or let's move this lot up to here. So we are seeking, starting off with the sector size, seeking to the sector that we want, multiplied by the head that we want, multiplied by the cylinder that we want. So sector 0 would be 0, head 0 would be 0, cylinder 0 would be 0. So we seek to the offset, then we file read into sill data track head dot sector dot data, and I need to know a sector size. Which is used there to calculate the len. So now here I need to iterate. New drinking game. Take a drink whenever the word track, cylinder or sector are said. You'll lose track of how many times I've said cylinder or sector. You need to keep track of them. We're using a tracking system. You drunk yet? So for INT, head equals naught, head is less than format heads, head plus plus, sector equals 0, sector is less than format sectors, sector plus plus, load sector, file, sill, head sector. That should do that job. Doesn't work that way with lemonade. That's a shame. Bingo! It's like playing buzzword bingo. Right, so we should be loading the whole cylinder into the data there. Okay, so now we're no longer using track data. We want SIL data dot track current head dot sector next sector dot data load iter. I keep wanting to do that often. Catheter, that's all I'll say. So we're taking the current head's track data, the next sector, which is the sector we're loading, data, and getting a byte from it. Doesn't need a wet pillow, no, ideally not. That should be enough. I bet this doesn't work. Nope, of course not. Lots of conversions. I know what a lot of these are. So load sector is duplicated. I no longer want load sector here, this is garbage. Right, that's head, not heads. And I have some things wrong. Again, they are very wrong. Let's just have a refresh of the errors. First error is, oh yes, those need to be arrows, not dots. Because they're pointers. Actually, that's not a pointer. These are all pointers. Although they shouldn't be, actually.
The efforts have commenced. Please, do not fret. It is merely a brief respite.
That's right. Maybe it was just that one. That's a malloc, that's a malloc, that's a malloc, that's okay. Just need to cast these. Do not fret, or think of water bridge, or even headstock.
Indeed,
It compiles.
For enduring those dreadful acts, a most unpleasant experience, even for a duke.
Time for a change of brain. Keep him as a Duke. There we go. Yep, Duke Nukem. Reload config. That might work. Right, it thinks it's running. Let me just change my probes over to the other set here. And go back to 20 milliseconds at 100 megahertz. No, that was 2 minutes. I don't want 2 minutes. I want 20 milliseconds, thank you. I mean, there should be nothing in the way of data at the moment, because there is no data at the moment. Oops. Let's get the MFM decoder going. Oh, there is data. Well, it's zero data, of course, but there is data records there being spewed out. But it's just all zeros at the moment. Right, let's mount a drive. Let's mount this one here, which has got actual hard drive data in it. And that should be all that we need to start seeing some real data. There we go. Real data. As instant and easy as that. Right, so this is currently working. Bot does a bad LTR impression, yeah. I'll ship it. I am shipping it. I do like with this system how you can change everything on the fly. So if you do connect it up to a system that doesn't quite work the same as another one, just needs slightly different time, you can just tweak the timing through the serial port, no problem. Just give it a little tweak and experiment with different timings. One thing I could actually do with implementing is interleave. I have no interleave at the moment. It's an interleave of 1. I could do with adding interleave definitely at some point. For those slower systems that can't cope with the data coming through at this speed. Both, MJ. It is PIO being driven by DMA. The DMA is feeding into the PIO's FIFO. Right, so now in the raw sectors I have header and data CRCs. So when I'm loading the track data, I can calculate those CRCs. Although the header CRC is pretty irrelevant, so I'm only going to do the data CRC, I think.
Seems like someone's been fueling a drinking game with tech terms. Don't blame Majenko when you're making frequent trips to the loo.
So CRC equals CRC32, OXA1, CRC. CRC equals CRC32, OXFB, I think it is. CRC equals CRC32, sil data.track head.sector sector.data I. Oh, good point. I need the data poly in there, don't I? Data CRC equals CRC. Rhododendron. Appears in after the word rhododendron for no really apparent reason, and ambles off in search of dinner. Chrysanthemum. Sounds like a plant at your spy, more like SPI. Ha ha ha. Don't encourage her, my MJ, she's terrible. Okay, so now we need to calculate our CRC, or not calculate our CRCs. Load, isn't it? Load header, load data run, load header CS. I'm going to jump instead straight to load header MFM. Actually, no, I do want load data CS. Chop all this lot out. And here I have fill data.
In which case,
track.
The blooms are quite vibrant this season.
Current track. Quite vibrant this season, yes. Sector next sector dot data CRC. Okay, so this should now, so I've tweaked these values, should now be reading the pre-computed cylinder or sector data CRC. That's what I'm looking for, CRC. Couldn't find it, it got lost in the labyrinth of my brain. And I'm going to put my little index pulses back in so I can see how long it's taking now. And I've got this wrong here. Current track was not declared because it's not current track. Current sill. And there's an error with the CRC, wasn't there? Too few arguments to CRC. Oh, I'm missing out the CRC from there, aren't I? I've missed out the CRC, the most important bit. Still something wrong. Right shift count is greater than 84. 84? There's not 84 bits, that should be 8. Current still is where your narrowboat gets pushed backwards in a lock. Let's see if this works. Probably not. It'll probably just crash and burn. There's data. CRC errors at the moment because I haven't mounted a disk. Let's mount this disk. Data record. Oh look, CRC is okay. And it's actually not made that much of a difference to the time. Oh, streaming expert on crash and burning, absolutely. It hasn't saved us that much time, so generating the CRCs doesn't take a huge amount of time. I'm wondering if there's a faster way we can do this. I'm wondering if it's the loading of the data that's taking the time. Let's get this going in chunks. 8 bytes at a time. See if that improves things. I think it's meant to, RHK. It's supposed to look retro. Ooh, that made a big difference. Right, it's the loading of the data that takes forever. The copying of the data into the sector buffer. I'm wondering if there is a way I could actually do this copying asynchronously using DMA. I mean, I can copy with DMA, no problem. That's not in question. It's the problem is I'm copying from an 8-bit buffer into a 16-bit buffer. So I'd need to double increment every byte. I don't think I can do that. I can set the read address, the write address, the transfer count, and we get to configure the channel with read address update type. What's this? Oh, set read increment. Set write increment. So can we set a number of increments, or is it just a... No, it's just an on or off whether it increments or not. We're done from telling the dishwasher to shut up and putting the dinner in the oven. Better than telling the oven to shut up and putting the dinner in the dishwasher, I suppose. Right, so the write address update type. The type of adjustment to make to the write address after each transfer. Usually set to none for memory to peripheral, fair enough. We can set it to either no update or just increment. Yeah, I'm just trying to optimize the reading and the conversion of the data. I've pre-computed the data CRC, which is currently wrong because this is currently empty. Which saved a little bit. Now I've chunked the reading of the data from the cylinder buffer into the current sector buffer into 8-byte chunks, and that's shaved quite a lot off the time. It's gone from about here down to here, so it's taken quite a chunk off. But now I'm looking to see if there's a way that I can do the copying of the data using DMA, so I'm not even touching the CPU for that portion of it. Well, at the moment, this is
time for the app.
all the mallocs that I did. That happens once when you change the format of the disk that you're working with. From then on, it stays the same. And I've only got one format at the moment, so it's never changing. And I've got no way of changing it. So it's set at boot up time, and that's all at the moment. This has a separate buffer to store just the current, well, two buffers actually. One to store the current buffer, the current sector that is being output, and one to store the next sector that is being loaded. And by loaded, I mean copying from that chunk of malloc structures into a static buffer. But the thing is, the stored data is all in 8-bit, but the sector buffer that I'm loading into is 16-bit, because that sector buffer also doubles as the encoded MFM data buffer. And for 8 bits of data, you need 16 bits of MFM encoded data. So it's just basically overwriting those 8 bits with 16-bit equivalents throughout the whole structure, and then using DMA to just dump that chunk of data straight out to the PIO. So it's the copying from the memory block of data into the sector buffer, but doing it from 8 bits to 16 bits. You can go from 8 to 8 fine, you can go from 16 to 16 fine, but 8 to 16, I'm not sure if we can do that. Because we can only set the DMA channel transfer size to 8, 16 or 32 bits. I don't think you can have... It's not 16 to 8, that'd be awkward. I don't think it's possible to actually have an 8-bit read going to a 16-bit write with DMA.
Majenko, I think you should check your microphone. It seems to have died.
Time for the next batteries. Right, how far did I get to? Well, I need to know when things like this happen. Because I'm rarely looking at my VU meters and things like that, so I need my computer to tell me that it's gone wrong. So where had I got to before I got so rudely cut off by my battery dying? You can't use the DMA engine to expand the bytes on the fly. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. That's normal. Why the hell have I got this in my song list? Yeah, that's fairly normal that you can't. I was just hoping that maybe this would have some strange quirk that would let you, but no. Unless... I was just hoping that there would be an option basically to do double increments instead of just single increments. So instead of transferring a byte to a byte, increment, 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 increment like that, you'd be transferring byte to a byte, increment, 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 increment. Can I rejig the PIO to handle 2 bytes worth at once and fill it with 2 at a time? That wouldn't help. This has nothing to do with the PIO. This is before it even gets to the PIO. This is copying from RAM to RAM before I then convert the data into MFM. In fact, no, feeding the PIO is fine. That's no problem. I'm just doing a 16 to a 16 and it ignores the upper 2 bytes. Actually, am I doing this wrong? Probably am. If I'm copying from memory into memory, then I'm converting memory. Why don't I just go from memory, convert into memory? I don't need to do that first copy. Why am I doing that first copy? I'm doing that first copy so that I can run the CRC on it. But I've already done the CRC. I don't need to do the copy. Load data run. I've got the CRC already, so I could go do the MFM encoding directly, save a whole step. Actually, I can delete all this lot now. if I go straight to load header MFM, I don't need load DCS now. I just need to copy these bits in. Actually, I'll copy these bits in up here, I think. If I preload that chunk of data. Load data run I don't need now. Sounds like an RF to me. So we then go into calculate the checksum for the header. Load data CS. Doesn't exist anymore. We'll go into load header MFM where we convert the headers data. Load data MFM. Load iter equals 0. Then load data iter plus 3 is sil data track current track. I'm psychocoding, yep. Current track dot sector next sector dot data load iter. Let's take out these ones here. I don't need that. I'm only doing 512 loads here. So I've already encoded everything else. And that should be it. How I refactor and delete code so quickly freaks you out. That's common, yeah. I have a strange way of coding. In that I don't plan my code. I see my code. Like how some people can taste colours and smell sounds. I see code. Which is quite useful sometimes. Just you, I think. No drop frames. Blonde, brunette, redhead. Just you. Close some tabs. Right, let me just have a quick think about this. So, the first thing we do is we build the header. Which again, why am I not encoding this on the fly? Because I wanted to do this gently so it didn't interrupt anything else. But this is only small. And actually this is never going to change for the sector, so I could pre-calculate this even, couldn't I? But it's only a small amount of data. That is going to be where the checksum is. I can't put that in yet, actually, because how that encodes depends on what that is. Ah, no, that's a point. Oh, just had a thought. I just had a nasty thought. The MFM encoding is a stream encoding. So the way that it encodes depends on what's been encoded before. If I'm jumping around in the buffer like this, I don't know what's come before. So I can't do proper MFM encoding. That's why I've got separate buffer and doing it separately. So that has to be done like that. The data I have to encode separately. But I can do it whilst reading the data. So we calculate that, then we go and do the encoding of this. Now here, this is where it gets slightly trickier, because I need to go if load iter is greater than 3, and load iter is less than 515, isn't it? Subtract 3 from it? No, subtract 4 from it because it's the 4th byte. So that I'm reading from 0. Although, no, 0, 1, 2, yeah, I'm on
I'm Mr. Meeseeks!
there. Greater than or equal to 3. Subtract 3. Thank you for that. I would have found it eventually. So 0 is already in there, 1 is already in there, 2 is already in there, 3... Who's pestering me now? That sounds like Discord to me. I'll bet it's a carrot house. What's he doing? It is a carrot house. Posting stupid pictures.
Twitch is
He's got time to post stupid pictures. He should be here on the stream.
Coding. Sounds like a system successfully refactored.
Oh no.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Trump rebranding Department of Defense, Department of War. Yes, we know. That's a couple of days ago. That was Department of Rule the World. Department of Take Over the Universe. Department of Dictatorship. I need to think a moment. I can't think maths. Maths doesn't work in my head. I can see code in my head, but I can't do maths. I've got 3 bytes that are done. I'm on to the 4th byte. But the 4th byte is byte number 3. So I'm reading byte 3, so I need to subtract 3, that's right. Yeah, 3. You can do maths, then write down the numbers in the wrong order. That is true. Yes. Else, load data, load iter is MFM encode load data load iter. Uh, 519, is that right, or is it 520? I can't remember. We'll try it. Let's send it and see what happens. It doesn't compile, of course. Okay, first error, I've lost a colon. I've lost a colon. A semicolon, actually. I only lost a semicolon, not a whole colon. The next error, I've lacking another semicolon there. Load it 411. Next error. Current track. Of course, it's not current track. Current cell. Maybe I should change it to current track since I keep on typing current track. Else without a previous if on 419. There's an if, there's no bracket though. Okay, compiled. The only errors were little punctuation errors. Let's see if we get any data out of this or if it just goes. It just goes. I don't think it's overrunning. But it's just not sending now. Got a blip in there.
Hail world. Time for ads. Get your popcorn.
Because that's where it finishes all its calculations. We've got a bit missing, or a bit extra there, haven't we? I'm not calling load sync, am I? Of course not. Data 1 needs that anding with it.
Glad you all suffered through those ads. It's a necessary evil.
Piles up all the Mitsumi keyboards you collected and sets them on fire. Don't blame you. Good old Mitsumi keyboards. We used to sell Mitsumi keyboards in my shop. They were cheap, but trash. Now we have data. Timing wise doesn't seem to have affected it much. The CRC is wrong at the moment because I have nothing loaded. So we shall mount that drive. Run that again, and the CRCs are Perfectly calculated. And that is incorrectly encoded there, which is my fault. I thought that might happen. Because that is that. Ben's out of coffee. That's not good. Not good at all. Which reminds me, I need to make a journey down to Lidl to get some more blocks of coffee. Go on to the, just open the last block. There we go, that encodes properly there now. Right. That's a more efficient way of doing it. Less steps involved, but now I'm only doing one step at a time in here. I could do two. You've got 3 or 4 keyboards floating around. None of them work. You can resurrect them, but you're pretty sure that requires sacrificing a live animal. Also, it's a Mitsumi keyboard. Is there really any point? We're almost down to halfway. It's not rain in 454, it's the sprinkler system. It's set off by excessive heat and all that chafing. It just generates far too much heat for it and the sprinklers get set off. Actually, I'm going to add another little pulse when we start running this whole routine, so we can see exactly how long it is easily. Okay, we are running now at 523.56 microseconds it takes us to do that job. Quite probably, MJ, quite probably, but this is just doing this really for testing, these pulses. I'm doing 2 pulses, doing a right low followed by a right high takes 240 nanoseconds, basically. From one going low to the other one going high. So it takes about 240 nanoseconds for a digital write. There are more than likely faster ways of doing it. But it quite frankly doesn't matter. The only time I'll be doing a digital write on this stream of data is for the index pulse, and that happens right at the beginning once and then it's done with, and there's no data going at that point and timing is not that critical there, so. In fact, that's the index pulse one, and that is artificially slowed down by actually having a time specified for how long it needs to be low for, which you can tweak. So yeah, there's probably more efficient ways of doing it, but it doesn't matter. Not for this. Right, so we've got 520 bytes that we're working through here. Atomized grease off a mainframe. Nice. We should be able to do 5 pulses at a time. We should be able to do 10 pulses at a time. It would have been kind of nasty, that, Chloe, yes. It would have ignited in the air, but probably not for very long. It would have been like a flash and then gone, as the halon takes over. It would be just an explosion of grease and then gone. Meanwhile, the walls have departed. Right, we've got that down to 447 now. That's getting to the stage. Yeah, 447 and 510. 447 to do it, then 510 waiting. So now, if I go set data rate 10 meg, same RPM, same timings. Actually, same timings. That's not gonna. Yeah, set track pre-gap. 145, set track post gap. What am I on? 550. Set header post gap 20. Data post gap 448, I think will do the job. Yeah, 7200 RPM, 10 megahertz, so this has doubled my speed now of everything. So I go into the decoder now and set this to a 10 meg encoding and go boom. Does it work? It does! It just has enough time to run at 10 meg. Yes! We shaved enough time off to do a 7200 RPM MFM hard drive. Does such a thing exist? I have no idea. Let's get some proper checksums going. Thank you very much. Just look at that. Just takes about as long as ascending the sector. Oh.
Nice.
So we can do a 10 megahertz data rate hard drive now. Just by that much. We're so close. But we can't write yet. And we can't do seeking and all that sort of thing yet. That's the next job. We've optimised this almost as much as we can. So actually, if I go down to 10 milliseconds, hang on, let's take, yeah. That should be one track's worth there, from there to there, yeah. In 10 milliseconds. And I'll knock out my debugging digital rights. Still overclocked, yes. 300 megahertz this is running at. Which actually is not well, it's still within specification. It's not overclocked. It's running at its top speed. It is possible to run it faster. But I don't really want to if I don't have to. I've changed all my settings again, haven't I?
With 69 bits, a swarm of dead insects says.
Raspberry Overdrive Cheer 69.
Thank you very much for the bits. Track pre-gap was 145, wasn't it? Track post-gap was 550. Header post-gap I had at 20. And data post-gap I had at 458. 45, that's at 455. Which gives us... oh, it's just slightly slow actually.
Hell, new meat. Welcome to the channel.
That was a follow. Vorivio. Thank you for the follow, Vorivio. Welcome to the madness. I need to be slightly faster. Data post gap. That's close enough to 72. And we run it, and there's the data. And I need to do a trigger on the index so that we get it in the right place. There we go. One track's worth at 10 meg. Working. Haha. Welcome to the madness. Yeah, we're all mats here. We're surrounded by mats. Are you a fellow mat, MJ? Or are you something strange like a Michael or a Mildred? You're not a Matt, how rude. You're an honorary Matt. Lie near the door, absolutely. People walk all over me. The problem of being a Matt. That's fair enough, MJ. So you're Gordon then. MJ, short for Gordon. They on a mat dress. Call me Robert, fair enough. So RHK is Robert Hunky Carrots, is it? Stop calling me Shirley. Robert's Hunky Carrots. It's a Desiac. Where have you been hiding, Dizziac?
Hell, party with Farfetch. Get to work.
Yeah, get to work, Dizziac. He's a slave driver, this bot today. It is evening indeed, over here anyway. Good afternoon where you are, I believe, isn't it? Or is it pre-evening? We do want to know what you and Dogface have been working on. Yeah, I suppose nearer night than evening now, isn't it? Ah, I see. You don't get to send one over this way, do you? Third tea time. Yeah, almost time for first supper. Right. Let's put this up onto the GitHub while it's working, before it all goes horribly wrong. Right. Let's look that way for one. Yeah. Next time he's over this way, we'll go and hook up. I think I've run out of steam for programming now anyway. I've had some good results there. Made some good progress. Oh. And we've got 3/4 of an hour of stream time left. Have we got time to set up my 98 machine? And play a bit more Neverhood? We haven't played that for a bit, have we? We haven't played Orcs Must Die in ages. True. True. That doesn't need any setting up. Where's Steam? There's Steam.
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.
Hey, Dogface! Yeah, all we need is you to come and be my wingman, yes. I've not seen the Nancy Drew series.
Hail to the Dogface. Get to work.
God, he's such a slave driver. What's going on with him today? Orcs Must Die Death Trap. Let's see how it's working. He's whip cracking indeed. I might need
Ads are playing.
chat up on my phone for this, since I'm only on one screen these days. Where's Twitch on here? There's Twitch. Create a dashboard. No. Stream manager I need. Is it going to run? Oh, hello, I can hear myself now. I better mute that.
Hail,
Right.
subscriber. Let's keep
Things are happening.
chew bubblegum.
Oh, and now my music has started on my phone. Stupid thing. Right, what's going on? I've lost track of what's going on. Things are happening, aren't they? Somewhere, are they?
Hail.
Well, I'm lost on here.
RHK 77. A fine gift for RF programmer. Now,
RHK is giving gift subs. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, RHK.
Farty Muck Fart Face Negative. I am Duke Nukem.
Chloe has gifted one to Dizziak as well. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Chloe.
Glad you suffered through those ads. Dogface McDurgeson, and that's quite enough. Focus on the stream.
Do you see I can now suffer the bot instead of the ads? Absolutely. If you have to suffer, so should everybody else.
Hell, farty McFartfest. Enjoy the stream.
The horror. The horror. It's going incredibly slowly at the moment. What's it doing? Everything's grinding to a halt.
It is time for battle.
Oh, of course I'm in X Windows, not in Wayland, aren't I? I need to be in Wayland really for smoother operation. Not good. That's what this frame rate is.
Nation remains Duke Nukem. Threats unproductive.
Screen capture in X11 is poor. I really need to be in Wayland, but I can't switch to Wayland without killing the stream.
And so the battle begins.
It might speed up a bit if we're lucky. You're on kid duty, oh dear. Free next weekend. Well, we should be back to Shelby streams next weekend.
The orcs have chosen a most beautiful day to die.
How's the frame rate looking at the moment to you? I don't know this level. It's a new one, I think.
Farty McFartface, I will not be issuing nicknames.
No, they really want to come this way. Frame rate's definitely a bit rough. Yeah, well I wasn't planning on doing gaming today, so I wasn't in the right windowing environment for gaming. I'm not sure I can do any blocking of them on here, can I?
Farty McFartface, they snow bunny. Such frivolity
No,
is beneath me.
Desperate to get through here. It'd be the same on the other side as well. If I block here, they're going to get angry, aren't they? Or are these ones going to make it a different route? Nope, they're getting angry here as well. This is a terrible one. I can't block anything. It's going to have to be traps everywhere then.
Let's hurry and get to the stabbing.
Seems like someone's been building up to a bacon-related crisis. Don't worry. Mijenko, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum and maybe find some bacon.
That last is actually saying something Duke Nukem worthy.
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.
That's for the bot, yeah. The bot's an idiot.
There'll be no place that's safe.
Right, running low on money now. some spikes down here. That's all we can do, I think.
Come on, Marks. Meet your end.
This could get nasty. My brimstone simulator, yes.
The oldest owner.
Make sure we look at them. Terrible frame rate I'm getting. Hey, Dopaz. Yeah, that is rough frame rate I'm seeing there. Oh.
Hail, Dopaz. Glad to have you.
Are you issuing a challenge there, Ben?
Why are we letting them reach the rift? What the hell?
Hey, come back, you. Bar stewards.
Anyone see where he landed?
Oh, this is not an easy one. You shut up, Dizziac. Whatever, they're all rubbish.
The battle begins.
Come on, little Lorkies. Cut his legs off.
I am no warrior, but I will give it hell.
Right, we're surviving so far. That's the number of rift points that I have. Every time one of the enemies gets into one of these rifts over here, it goes down. When I run out of rift points, game over. When I die, I lose rift points as well. Come back, you. Oh, good, he died. Okay. Hey, Raspiel, too late again. Oh, yeah, it was mainly optimizing the code today. You didn't really miss too much.
Raspiel, glad to have you.
These are incredibly expensive at the moment, but they are good.
Ready for violence.
Right, another bit done. The next wave on the other side.
Bartholomew.
Got enough now for another sentinel. Let's get this one going. Like a bit more brimstone down here as well. Die, trolls, die! Gotcha.
No.
Poison daggers, yay.
This is awkward. I'm out of room coins. I'm growing impatient.
Okay, next wave.
They're flying in.
more brimstone. All too expensive. More for any more? You want some, don't you? I need some of these up here, definitely.
Oh yeah, this one do.
Are they even making it up the stairs now? Not really. Yeah, I've never played this level before. It must have been in one of the recent updates that I've just not... Because I haven't played it for a month or so, and there have been plenty of updates.
What an enjoyable end to watch.
It is proving to be quite enjoyable so far.
All in good time.
Out of mana. Oh, there we go, we've won. Okay, next. Knife throw gains 8 additional charges, excellent.
Adverts are here. Get to the choppers.
The ones I can't reach. Boring part over. Let's murder.
Kill box for the game, yes.
The soul now belongs to me.
You're welcome for enduring those ads. It's a pleasure.
The ads are a pleasure, are they? Whatever floats your boat, bot, whatever floats your boat. Anybody left? Maybe there's a little one up here. Now I guess we're over to the other side again, aren't we?
Jeep in 24.
Yeah, my frame rate is crap at the moment. My frame rate is perfectly fine. What's rubbish is the screen capture in X Windows. It's a lot better in Wayland. But for me to go into Wayland would mean restarting the stream, and I'm not about to do that.
My tally of souls grows.
If I'd been planning on playing games, I would have started in Wayland. But my brain started to sag a bit, and I decided some gameplay was needed. MFM must die. Hey, stunning spikes.
Sir Stuzala, such language is inappropriate.
No, it's not. It's perfectly appropriate.
Death from above.
A bunch more of my favourites. Here we go, last wave. Yes, I've seen that there is a Wayland Windows Maker-esque port. I'm going to have to investigate it.
Flyers threaten from above.
But it still has the disadvantage that it's running under Wayland. I run X Windows not so that I can run Window Maker, but because I don't want to run Wayland. But when streaming games, Wayland is definitely better. Slice and dice. I will have to investigate it. Because I do like Window Maker. It's so clean and uncluttered. Slices, it dices, it's Samachenko! Have a bit more brimstone. Whoops, I slipped with that one. That's not good. It's upset my nice arrangement. Cat.
Time for that yet.
And the end. We win. Hurrah. Back to the fortress. No time for another one. I'm not playing as an inferior species. I'm playing as the most superior species. They don't have raccoon in here. All these floaty dudes. They weren't here before.
Gibbon 24/7, they are acceptable companions.
I'm lost. Where the hell am I? I don't think I've ever been in here before. Have they expanded this fortress?
Cheap and 24/7, my processing capabilities are sufficient.
Ah, this is what I was heading for. Hello. I don't recognise this room either. I've never been in here. Okay. Keep adding things.
Cheap and 24/7, a simple task. Easily accomplished.
I can improve my brimstone. I can improve my auto crossbows as well. Excellent.
Champion!
With 69 bits, as Warmouth Insect says.
This is not my beautiful fortress. This is not my beautiful cat. Cheer 69.
Thank you for the bit swarm.
Cheap
Can
and
I do anything to
24/7
that?
threats are
Yeah, no.
unproductive.
Not do anything to that. Nothing else I really want to upgrade there. Can't do anything to that. 82, no. I've spent up on that. Now I've got all the ones that I want at the moment. Can I do anything here? No, these are all far too expensive. Right, well, I'm done. That was a fun level, that one. I enjoyed that one. I'm going to have to play that one more. Frame rate should have picked up a bit more now. Right, well, we've only got 10 minutes left, so I may as well finish up now. Oh, I can come out of my phone now, that's better. Right, well, thank you for joining me. Actually, I'm on the wrong... oh, my stupid key thing has died again. Why did it do that? It's disconnecting from something. I'm reading, it must be the keyboard it disconnects from. And it doesn't reconnect. I need to sort that. Right, that's what I wanted to do.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yep, I'm an idiot. Right, well, thank you for joining me today. I'll be back Monday. Ben, you're back tomorrow, aren't you? You're with us tomorrow, Ben. At 6 PM GMT, or BST, I should say. Where you're going to be fixing up my RS6000, putting it in a box and shipping it off to me? Or more LA50? Are you going to get back onto the LA50? Get that finished. I want to see it working. You have no idea. Maybe. Well, we made some progress anyway today. We got the code a bit more optimised. It's a little smoother. We can actually run at 10 megahertz data rate now, which is nice. We don't need to, but it's nice that we can. If he's with us, it might be down to remembering to get coffee. Yes, true. So yeah, mystery stream tomorrow. Oh, excellent, Raz. Excellent. 10 meg is ESDI realm. Absolutely, yes. So yeah, we have more flexibility now in speed, which is nice. So yeah, yeah, back onto it on Monday, no doubt. I could really do actually with either doing a load of bodges to my current one again, or just ordering a new version. I'm thinking I might just order a new version and get that done. Order a new version and build that up and work on that. Then we can start working on things like the Sea King and all that sort of thing. I can do the dehumidifier in my room judging by the fog. No, it's this camera is not great, this lighting. Where are we? I need to go filters, color correction. There we go. Turn the color correction on. It's very faded, yes.
Get to work.
You've been learning Rust, and there's very few people you can tell who will genuinely care at all. Well done, Bagheera. I keep meaning to look at Rust because I hear good things about it, but I mean, I've just never really got the time to look at it. It's learning another language, so I will look at Rust sometime. It's probably a very, very nice language, but it just takes time to learn these things, so yeah. Moved myself then, I think. I don't have any RLL captures, no, but there's somebody else working on an RLL emulator, but not doing the actual encoding and decoding, just raw MFM data storage. Yeah, I will look at Rust one day. One day. Maybe. If I get the time. Yet another language. Right, anyway, I am done for the night now. And I will see you all on Monday. I will see you in Ben's chat tomorrow. Yeah, Rust is nothing compared to Holy See for fanaticism. Someone gifted me Rust on Steam. I don't need Rust on Steam. Linux, like everything's free. Come on, bot. Pull your finger out. I actually have Rust installed on my computer. It's obviously been needed for something.
Alright, time to wrap this up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Seriously, it's been a blast. Huge thanks to MJ, Majenko Tech, Jeebin 24/7, RF Programmer, Dopaz, Neo Dragon 90, Farting Fartface, Sleepy Developer, RHK 77, Bigira, Matt X, Chloe Raccoon, Flask, The Industrious Ant, Sir Stuzalot, Rasky L, Dog, Face McDurgis, and Maswell of Den Sex, Hot Rocks Girl, and Majenko Bot. You all made it a great stream. Special shout out to Wisworm of Den Sex, Chloe Raccoon, and RHK77 for the subscriptions. Welcome to the subscriber crew, Dog, Face McDurgis, and Matt X, and Fartima Fartface. And a warm welcome to our new follower, Borivio. Thanks to Stream Elements for keeping things running smoothly. Chloe Raccoon, you're the MVP with those 2 farts. Until next time. Seems like someone's trying to steal Chloe's ice cream and her attention. Don't get any ideas. How?
Never come between Chloe and her ice cream.
I do apologise, I'm an idiot.
Lucky son of a bitch.
You're all nuts with all these redeems in the outer.
Oh, banana.
Or your bananas. Hoxton.
We are betraying the principles upon which the Federation was founded. It's an attack upon its very soul.
Sniped by G-Pin on the Picard, yes. Did Badum-Tush not work? What's happened to Badum-Tush? Is that one broken?
Bitchin'.
Broken it, yeah. I'm gonna have to look at that one. No, that came through, Ben. I heard that one.
Hail to the faithful. Time for ads. Get ready.